Uncomfortability, being uncomfortable. See, in this life, we have a lot of things allotted to us in regards to comfortability. It's essentially set up to where we can be comfortable at any given moment. And that comfort normally comes with a stagnation of our accomplishing dreams and goals. So when we look at the bigger picture of everything in life, we've noticed that comfortability starts to bring us to a state to where we're not growing, to where we don't really have a direction we're traveling. We start to get relaxed with everything, and then we start to limit ourselves in different ways, thinking that we'll never be anything because of where we're at. But truly, it's because we've gotten too comfortable with our situation. So I want to go into some steps in regards to how to get over uncomfortability, because with uncomfortability will essentially bring you more comfort in life. When you learn to make that your friend, when you learn to become the best version of yourself possible, doors will start to open for you. My first step to getting comfortable with uncomfortability is acceptance. You have to accept uncomfortability into your life. You have to accept that there are tasks that you do not like doing. There are things in your life that you need to improve. With acceptance, we have a realization that there is an issue. Once we find out there's an issue, we can then attack it. How do we attack it, you may ask? Now that you've accepted it and you know it's there, you are going to do things in your life in regards to making that better, which brings me to my next step. Step number 2 is going to be exposing yourself to that uncomfortability. You're going to have to expose yourself, put it right in front of your face. You've accepted it. Now it's time to expose that discomfort for what it is. The way that you expose this discomfort is creating tasks, the opposite of what that uncomfortability is. There's a reason that you have this discomfort. It's created in the beginning of your life. It was created with some situation that you went through that makes it an issue for you. There's a reason you don't like doing it. So you put it in front of your face. That way you can start to be okay with it. You can start to realize this is just another part of life. You can start to become comfortable with doing it so often. So this is an exposure therapy type of ordeal that you'll have to take place in your life in order to become comfortable with it. So whenever you're exposing yourself to these things, you're creating small tasks. You start off with small ones because you need to create your brain in a way that it's malleable and accepting of these new tasks. If you do too much at once, you will face burnout. You will want to give up. You will not want to continue doing these tasks. So you start off small and then you move to bigger ones. Don't jump the gun and try to get to the end of the race as quick as possible. Enjoy the process. Understand what it is to have action behind these tasks. And with that action, you'll start to believe in yourself and you'll start to have consistency in everything that you do, because now you've accepted and now you've been able to expose yourself to it. So now you're able to move on to the next step. Step number 3 for me would have to be building. So now you're building these tasks. You're building them, right? You understand now that you have tasks in place. You have things that you're working on. You have situations popping up in your life that are uncomfortable. You've started exposing yourself to them. You've started accepting them. Now you're building on them. So we create the tasks first. And we're actively doing them. We're consistent now in everything that we're doing, right? We're showing up every day. We're making sure we're building ourselves in some way, shape, or form. But now that we've started to create the strength within our brain, we can build upon these tasks. Because now those old tasks, those are 100% going to happen. So now we move to the next task. This will create that success within your life. This is a key component of what it is to be successful. You see a lot of these business owners, they have set schedules. They're waking up at these certain times. They're doing these certain things throughout their day. The reason they are doing all of these things is not because they necessarily enjoy them, but they've learned to enjoy the process through the tasks that they started off with that were small. And they built them to the tasks that they are now. Why do you think it's possible for all of these businesses to think into the future? Because they've already got the present down. They understand where they're at. Now they're trying to move forward ahead of everybody else. They're able to properly plan because they know that beginning that they started from, the tasks that they created in the beginning, those are ongoing now. Now they can comfortably move into the future, which is an uncomfortable place because we've not been there yet, but they can comfortably navigate that. You start off small and you grow it into what it can be. You build yourself into that. You see, that's where success is going to happen 9 times out of 10. It's through accepting these discomforts. It's through creating tasks that exposes these discomforts. And it's through building on these tasks into your future. So now that we've been able to build into our future, now that we've been able to accept, now that we've been able to expose, we're starting to truly live life, a life of freedom, a life of acceptance, a life of understanding, because we know what it takes now. We don't put emotions on these tasks. We don't put emotions on uncomfortability. We accept it, we expose it, and we build upon it. That, my friends, is how you overcome uncomfortability. And it's funny because most of us don't understand that it will be uncomfortable to overcome that uncomfortability. Most of us want to quit the first day. Most of us don't even realize what the future holds for us or what our real potential is because we've never given ourselves a chance. Instead, we went to that couch and watched that TV. Instead, we went to the club and we had our drinks to get over that long week that we were uncomfortable with. Instead, we go back to our normal life. The future is waiting for you to unlock it, and it starts with you accepting your uncomfortability. It starts with you building your tasks into your day and exposing that uncomfortability. And then finally, it starts with building on those tasks that you've already created. So I love you all. I hope you have a fantastic day. And thanks for watching.